All right, so the Justice Department is investigating Jerome Powell, the Fed chair. Now, nobody cares about this, but I do. I'm one of the few that do. 72 years old. And Trump hates this guy. And so a lot of people say it's another revenge play by the president. Jerome Powell being investigated. But there's a little bit more here. So Powell had to testify in front of Congress about a $2.5 billion $2.5 billion renovation of Fed headquarters in Washington. Now, how do you spend $2.5 billion on a building renovation? How is that possible? I'd like to know. It's my money. So I'm not real sympathetic to Powell. All right, I understand a personal animus here, but hey, $2.5 billion? Joining us now from Philadelphia, Anthony Esposito. He's the founder and CEO of Ascalon 6 Capital. Okay, so he follows all financial things, including the Fed. What's really going on here in your opinion, Mr. Esposito?
I think that Jerome Powell, and Bill, thank you so much for having me, first of all. I think Jerome Powell has positioned himself in a really bad way with the president because he's done two things that President Trump despises. First, he's attacked America. Second, he's attacked President Trump. And he's done both of those things through his seat at the Fed and monetary policy. So
how has he attacked America?
He's attacked America with his use of interest rates. If you go back to Trump 1, and I've looked at this pretty in depth, if you go back to Trump 1, we had a strong economy. We had low inflation, sub 2%. And Jerome Powell decided that he needed to increase interest rates heading into the tail end of that election, the tail end of that term heading into the election. That made zero sense. Jerome Powell's consistently saying that he's data-driven. There was no data at that time to support raising rates into a healthy economy with good employment and with low interest rates. Keep in mind, his mandate is full employment and price stability. We were in that position. He was raising rates. He then was told to cut rates by President Biden when he came into office. He cut 175 basis points in 10 days, which is unheard of in 2020. Brought rates to basically zero. And then in 2021 into 22, jacked rates up as inflation was going ballistic. And we had 12, 13, 14% inflation rate under President Biden, threw rates up and created a regional banking crisis. That was that scenario at that point. Then we have a point where he is, where it was steady in rates. We're coming into the election, and he decides to cut rates again 50 basis points heading into the election to be supportive of, or you can make a very strong argument to be supportive of Kamala Harris, because there was really no reason to cut rates at that point.
Okay. All right. So we got it. We got it. So and Trump believes, and I think you're right, that number one, Powell is a deep state guy who favors the Democratic Party and was manipulating the U.S. economy to get Democrats elected. Correct? That's what Trump believes, right?
I think he pulls back the U.S. economy when he needs to under Trump, and I think he manipulates the rates to benefit the Democrats. Yes.
Okay, but Powell's out of there. He's retiring in May, so why go after him on a Justice Department beef?
Well, now I think you get to the point of the personal attack on President Trump. President Trump is taking this, in my opinion, as an attack on him. He's not only using the rates to hurt the economy and hurt the American worker, he's actually hurting Trump, whether it be downplaying or pushing back against an economy that's strong under term one, whether it be trying to influence voters heading into the election last year. I think that Trump at this point is not a fan of Powell. There's no hiding that. But I think when the Justice Department decides to investigate, or at least just ask the questions about what he said under oath in front of Congress, in front of the Senate, I don't think President Trump is going to step up and say, I don't think that we should do that. He's a big boy. He should be able to answer questions. And
I mean, $2.5 billion is a lot of dollars.
Sure is.
You know, come on.
Yeah.
All right. So there is a bit of retribution, in your opinion, in the Justice Department, but there's enough legitimacy to make it not some kind of contrived situation.
I would say I don't think President Trump had anything to do with the subpoena, but I'm sure that he's not losing sleep over it.
No, but he knew about it. I mean, you know how it's a top-down Washington run. He might not have known about it before it was issued, but certainly he's up to speed. All right, Mr. Esposito, thanks very much. It's very kind of you to help us, and we appreciate it very much.